Hey guys, hope you are doing great. Welcome back to Job Koala.
Today we are learning Git. What exactly is the Git and difference between the Git and GitHub, along with the configuration of Git and installation of Git and Git Bash on your system, local system, and link between the Git Bash and the GitHub. How to configure the Notepad to the Git and how to set Notepad++ as a default editor. This is an optional thing, but I will try to cover all the things in detail apart from these two. Okay, before Git, what exactly is there to serve the same purpose? What exactly Git is doing right now is Bitkeeper. Bitkeeper in 2005 around it becomes a paid version type of things because of some internal copyrights issue. It becomes a paid version. Next, after that, Linus Torvald. I haven't mentioned here in the name right now, but just remember his name is Linus Torvald. Linus Torvald in 2005 around introduced the Git. It is a free version control system. Let me show you what exactly is the Git. What exactly? Just go to Google and type Git. Then you can find Git here and just open. Git is a free and open source distributed version control system designed to handle everything from small to very large projects with speed and efficiency. Git is easy to learn and very hands-on performance and light, tiny footprints with light and fast and all the things. Uh, Apart from this, I just entered into the small. Along with this, it can maintain. What exactly do you mean by distributed version control system? Distributed version control system is nothing but it will maintains the versions of, for suppose if your project has particular version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, and different types of the versions of your projects. Git will help us to maintain all these versions and handle the things in small and large projects as well. Not only the small projects, it will also handles the large projects. Git is nothing but a version controlled system which is used for maintaining the versions of not only the small as well as the heavy projects as well. I mean large projects as well. In British language, Git is nothing but a unpleasant person. In British language, it is called source control SCM. SCMs. SCMs is also tool like subversions. It outlooks SCM tools like source control management tools like subversions and CVS. There are certain tools which helps the same purpose what exactly is the Git is working. Before going into the things, I just want to say you one thing, that is repository. What exactly do you mean by repository? Repository is nothing but the place where it stores something. Repository is nothing but the place where it stores something. For example, if you are storing money in bank, then bank is called a repository. Repository is the place where we stores our project. Remember, this is a important keyword which can be helpful for you. Coming to the what exactly is Git is, you have already gone through right now. What is the difference between Git and GitHub? Okay, you will listen and about the Git and GitHub. I just Google it about the Git and what exactly is the GitHub. Okay, Git is nothing but our local system software. Git is nothing but a software. What exactly is the GitHub is a software developer. Okay, both looks like the same, but the difference is developer. Okay, Git is the one which is software which is installed in our local system, but GitHub is the one which is in the cloud, which is maintained by the Microsoft people. I mean, how the Google maintains the things of our Google Drive and all things. In the same way, Git will be maintained by the Microsoft in the cloud. So Git, the difference between Git and GitHub is Git is locally available software, and GitHub is a cloud based one where we store our projects. Our projects will be stored in the form of repositories. Repositories is nothing but the place where we store something. That's it. What exactly, there are different types of the GitHub, and I mean, let me say you what exactly. Okay, there are one more thing, GitHub and GitLab. These GitHub may be paid versions and free versions and pro versions and team and enterprise versions and all the type of things. Coming to the configurations of the Git, we have around three configurations. They are they are global configurations. They are global configurations and local configuration and system configuration. This is the most important topic while going through any interview. They will come across. There are three configurations in the Git. They are global, system, and local. Okay, global, system, and local. What exactly is the global is? Global is nothing but when you create. When we go deeper into the things, I mean into the things of the Git, you will come to know totally about the things what I am speaking right now. What exactly is the global configuration? Global configuration is nothing but the .git folder which is available in our repository. In our repository, it contains this global configuration contains global configuration contains all our personal info and all the things. And the system, what exactly do you mean by the system? System is nothing but the users and the people who are using that system and all the things. It will mention all the details of the users who are using it. Local, now the third one is local. What exactly do you mean by the local? Local is nothing but the project related repository information will be stored in that local things. Okay, installation of Git and Git Bash. How you will do that? Just go to the Google and type Git here. Here we can see the downloads here. When you click on downloads button, it will show us the versions which is available. If you want to download it for Windows, just click on this one. Now the latest version it is having is 2.33.0. 0 is nothing but 2.33.0, which is released August 16, 2021, August 16 recently. At the present time, it is the latest version right now. Maybe if you are watching this one after this, around 4 to 5 months, then maybe the another version may be released. Then you can down no nothing to be worried. Just a small changes will be happen in the versions, as it is a free version. Everyone will try to update the things in this Git based on the defects. Okay, just try to download it and try to install it. I had already installed it on my system desktop. Let me show you. After installation you will have a git bash here, or else you can search it for here git or git bash. Then you will find it git bash here. Okay, then this is how you will install. Okay, now you have, for creating an account in the GitHub, what is mandatory for creating an account in the GitHub? You should have a mail ID. Just have a mail ID, Gmail or anything, any mail ID. Just go to GitHub, go to your Google and type GitHub here, and just go there, go inside this one and click on or sign in, or sign up. You will get it. I already made my account here. If you want, let me come out of this session. I will show you. This is how, when you click on this one, this is how it will, this is the page it will come up. If you are new to GitHub, then click on sign up and fill all the details. I already have an account. I will try to log into my account. I will try to log into my account. After login, it will after sign up, it will have a normal view without all the things. Then how do you link Git Bash and GitHub? GitHub is a cloud based one. Git bash is our local one. How you will link both of them? Just give a right click on your desktop and click on git bash here. Git bash here. Then it will open like this. Let me increase the size of this one. Right click at the top, click on options here, and then text here, and then select it to, based on the font size you will increase. I am increasing it to 11. Click on apply and then okay, save. Okay, now I have to link my git bash, which is local in my system, to the GitHub. How I will do that? Okay, first I will find my git version. Let me check. Okay. Git version. See, this is my git version which I installed previously. Now it is 2.33.0. I installed it previously, which is 2.32. Okay, now I have to link this git bash to my GitHub, right? Okay, how can I do that? How will I do that? Okay, just by using small simple commands. They are, first thing is, as I said that we have configure, how we will configure the git. There are three ways. They are global, system, and then local. Global will have all the information related to our personal info and all the things. So by using configuration of the global, we will configure all the things. By using global, we will configure all the things to the git. So just click on, type here git hyphen hyphen config, git config hyphen hyphen, git config hyphen hyphen global. See, this will show all the things available for the config options and all the things. See, as I said that global, local, system, these are the main things. Most probably they will ask in the interview. Global is nothing but use it for global configuration files. System is use system configuration files. Use repository. Local is use repository configure files. Okay, now you have to configure the things. Git config hyphen hyphen global space -e. See, it will waiting for the editor. I had already placed my editor as Notepad++. I had already placed my thing as Notepad++, so it is taking to me here. Let me close this one, Notepad++. Okay, now I just want to link my, I just want to add my name into the git bash. How I will do that? Just using the command git config hyphen hyphen global space user dot name space single quotes or double quotes. Give your name, apple or ball or Subbarao or anything. You can give your name. Just use this command. Okay, now you have to configure your email to the git bash. Okay, right? How you will do that? Same, using the same command git config hyphen hyphen global user dot email space single quotes or double quotes. Give your mail id. You should give your mail id which is linked to GitHub. The same mail id which is linked to the GitHub, you should use here. I'm using the same mail id which I had a GitHub account, so I will do that. You can also use that one. So now I have to check whether they are they are interlinked or not. How I will do that? Git config space hyphen hyphen list. See, it will shows the list of the configurations what I had done. Is the command which I type. Sorry. Okay, now it is saying my username I had already given. User.email I had already configured. This mail id should be same as your GitHub account mail id. So now the things we covered here is what exactly is the global configuration types is already done, right? Installation of the git bash is done, and the link of the git bash and github is done. Perfect. Next, configuration of the notepad plus plus to git. How you will configure? First you have to download notepad plus plus. If it is installed on your system, then nothing to be worried, you can work with that. If it is not installed, then you have to go to the github and go to the google and type search for notepad plus plus. Then you can download the notepad plus plus onto your system. After downloading the notepad plus plus, you have to configure it. How you will configure it? Just give a right click on your this pc, properties. It will go into the settings part. And here you have to go to advanced settings. Advanced system settings. Here it is, advanced system settings. Then it will open a pop-up system properties like this, and then here you have to click on environmental variables, and you have to create a new thing, environmental variables of notepad plus plus. Here the place where notepad plus plus is downloaded or installed, you should place here. That's it. You should place here, and then after you have to save it. How you will place here is click on new notepad plus plus and all the things you are aware of it, I guess. Click on OK here, and then click on cancel, close here. Now your git bash is installed on your system, and github and git bash are interlinked, and notepad plus plus is downloaded and is configured. Now you have to make it as a default editor. Okay, how you will do that? Just go to the git bash, git config space hyphen global space core dot editor space single quotes or double quotes notepad plus plus dot exe. Notepad plus plus dot exe. You should add that command here. Notepad plus plus dot exe. Notepad plus plus dot exe, and you will find out the things here. You just want to check whether your notepad plus plus is integrated with git bash or not. Just type notepad plus plus. It will open notepad plus plus. See, it opened us the notepad plus plus. If it not configured, it will show that notepad plus plus is not recognized. A command will come to you if it is not if it is not configured. Now just see the list again. Git config hyphen list. Now core.editor is notepad plus plus. Now our editor, normally we have a editor, vi editor. No problem, you can use that. Okay, now coming to the session 2. This is all about session 1, and we will go for the session 2. Session 2, we have a basic words and basic words which are used in the git and git workflow, how it will, and some small task. Just I will say you the small task at the end. No problem, we can shift it here. And git cloning, what exactly do you mean by cloning? And local to git repository, how you push your things. Status lifecycle, how will you check that status lifecycle? Now coming to the basic words in the git. Clone is nothing but copy. For suppose if someone asks to copy the notes, for suppose if your teacher asks you to copy the notes from the blackboard or green board or what kind of the board which you are using in your classroom, it is nothing but cloning. In git we will call it as clone. Okay, clone is nothing but in git as a copy. Commit is nothing but, okay, for suppose if your friend of any place, if your friend comes to you and says that I am committed to one of the girl, then what will you ask him? What will you ask him? The basic questions are who, with whom, when, where, and all the things. This commit will gives us the things who committed and all the things. Commit is nothing but pushing or at what time the action is done and all the things. It will be shown by the commit. Add add is nothing but plus. For suppose what exactly do you mean by addition? Addition is nothing but plus operation is nothing but addition, right? So add operation, it will add something to the git. Okay, adds, which will add up something to the git. Okay, push is nothing but, for suppose if your vehicle is not starting up, then you will ask someone to push that vehicle with by keeping your vehicle in a gear way. So on gear. Okay, then is push is nothing but he's trying to give you some help or pushing something. What exactly? Tracking and untracking. Tracking and untracking, what exactly do you mean by tracking and untracking? Tracking is an untracking. For suppose if in your colony or in your place there is a murder happened, then police will come and investigate all the things, when it is happened, how it is happened, where it is happened, which place it is happened, and all the things. Tracking is nothing but knowing all the things, and untracking is nothing but without knowing all the things. Okay, now coming to the git workflow. Git workflow will have a I will show you this workflow in a in a practical way as well. Give me a few minutes. First, let us understand what exactly is in this git workflow. This is most important topic in the git, I can say. Control, this is I'm highlighting this one. The reason is that it is most important topic. Okay, now it has, git workflow will have two things. They are local workflow and remote is nothing but github or git repository. github bracket, in bracket we can say it is as github. Okay, perfect. Okay, github. Remote is nothing but git repositories. Git repository is a github. Okay, now local. What exactly is local? Local is working directory. Local we have three areas. They are working directory, staging area, and repository dot git folder. Okay, fine, cool. We will go to them, go into them step by step. Let me take an example. First, session 2, right? Let me create a new folder here. S2. Okay, let me take some files and keep it in this folder. Now I will move to this folder, cd space d colon. Now I move to from desktop to D folder. Okay, see, now I have to move to git classes folder, cd space git classes. Okay, now I have to move to S2 folder, cd space S2. Perfect. Now I am in the perfect folder. This is the same folder. See this folder along with me. See both of them parallelly. Let me clear this section. Clear. Okay, perfect. Now see both of them parallelly. Now you will get to know the things. Now I just want to know the status of the git here. Okay, how I will do that? Git space status. See, fatal, not a git repository. It is not a git repository. So to make this as a git repository, what I have to do? First I have to do this operation, git space init. Remember all the things here. We are going to discuss about all the things in this session right now. Okay, just be patient and listen all the things. If you are not comfortable, just take a small break and come back, listen again. Okay, come coming to now, as when I click on git status here, it is saying that it is not a git repository. Okay, now to make this repository, I mean this folder as a git repository, what I have to do, I have to initialize git here. So the command is git init. See, initialized empty git repository. Okay, here the empty git repository is initialized. Whenever I use this command, it becomes a master here. So it becomes a one branch. What exactly do you mean by branch and all the things? I had already made the videos in the YouTube channel, in our YouTube channel. Just go through them and check it out. You can find you can get to know them easily. If this folder is not visible here, then what you have to do? Click on views here, and check box this hidden items. Then you can see the hidden item.git folder here. Now coming to this place, okay, now you have to initialize the git, right? Okay, uh, we have initialized the git here. Now let me check the git status. So what exactly it is showing? Okay, it is untracked files. These are untracked files. We had already said about tracked and untracked. Tracked means they can able to find all the things. Untracked means it is they are not having all the information, and they cannot able to find the things, right? So to make this into the tracked, what we have to do, it is saying that use git add file. Okay, git add file, so it will be added. Okay, so git add space test.txt. Okay, test.txt. Okay, something happened, but it is not showing anything. Let me see the git status. See here, only I added only one file, right? I added only one file, and the remaining two are not added. Okay, then if it is showing that these two are untracked. This is changes to be committed. Okay, fine, changes to be committed. Git status, when I check the git add. Okay, now I want to add all the files. With a single command we can add all the files in our repository. Git space add space dot, enter. All the files will be added. Now let me check the status. See, all the files are added. In the before case, I added only one file. Next I added all the rest of the files with only one command, git add space dot. If you want to add one after the other, you can do that. Nothing to be worried, but it will take heavy time. That's it. Okay, next, what now it is saying that use git rm to unstack. What exactly do you mean by unstage and all the things? We will come to know within few minutes. Be cool and patience. Okay, now I have to commit git commit commit -m, and we have to give the message here. First commit. See, it is saying that. Now let me check the git status. See, on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree is clean. What exactly happened when you given the git commit operation? -m is nothing but message we are giving. This is the message. You can type anything. -m is compulsory here. Or else if you click git commit, it will take you to the editor. There you have to give the message. Okay, I had taken only one line commit. What exactly mean by the one line commit, I had already made the video. Just go through them. It will be clear for you if you are new to these sessions. Okay, next, what exactly next, after checking the git status, everything is clean. What happened behind at the back end? Let us go in the deep now. Okay, so as we discussed, we have working in local, we have local working directory, local stacked area, if you local repository .git. Okay, under remote we have GitHub. If you can remember, we have here we have a stacked area, unstaged, unstaged and staged. Okay, let us discuss about them in deep. what exactly is happened in the backend. Okay, see, coming to this here, whenever we initialize the git, if you can remember, uh, git status, see, whenever we initialize the git initialized empty git repository. It shows us initialize the empty git repository, and the files are in untracked files. Okay, untracked files. So the files are in working directory at the time. When you add them, git, when you done the git add operation, they come into stacked area. When you done git commit operation, they come into local repository, is nothing but .git folder. When you do push operation, it will go to GitHub. Okay, we will go at this place in the next cases, no worries. Cool. Now what exactly do you mean by okay, how, let us check this as well. Git push, how you will push the things and all the things. Let us check the things as well in the coming few minutes. Okay, what exactly do you mean by clone? Okay, as I said that clone is nothing but copy. Okay, clone is nothing but copy. Now I have a let us take this repository. Oh, it's already available. It's a big file, seems like. Teaching. Give me a second. Okay, let us this is a repository which is in the GitHub. Now I want this repository into my local, okay, into my local computer. How I will get it? Okay, now I just want to come back to the cd space dot. I will come back to the git classes. Okay, see, now I am here in the git classes. Let us check. Okay, now I am in the git classes. Okay, fine. Now I just want this files, I mean this repository onto in my local. How I will get it? Just take here https link here and open your git bash and move to the place which you want to at the place where you want to copy or clone that repository. Git clone, I had taken the URL, git clone space URL. Okay, I just put enter, that's it. See if you can see this push test also available here. Okay, see, everything is copied from repository to here. A B C D E Narendra readme test. Okay, go to A B C D E Narendra test. Okay, everything is from remote repository to local repository. Now I want it, how this name is come to as push test. The reason is that uh, here our repository name is given as push test. Now if you want pull test, I mean if you want this name to be changed, how will you do that? Now come back to git bash here and use the same git clone http link space. For suppose if you want uh, apple apple as the name of the folder, apple space apple, enter. See, cloning into apple, everything is cloned into apple. A B C D, if you can compare both of the push test and apple will have the same files. Okay, now what exactly we finished off? Okay, fine. Now we completed the cloning. I will cover these things coming few minutes. Okay, now you have to push a repository. I mean, for suppose if you want to push some files from your local computer to remote repository, how you will do that? The process is that first you have to initialize the git. Let us take an example of what exactly. Let us create a new folder here, pt. Okay, created a new folder pt, and taking some files onto pt. Okay, now you have to initialize the git here. Cd space initialize git here, or you can move to that folder pt, cd space pt. Now you are in the pt folder. Clear all the things once. First you have to initialize the git here, git init. Okay, you have initialized the git here. Okay, next git just check the git status once. They are untracked, so you have to add them. Git add space dot files are added or not, you have to check by you can check it by using git status. Now the files are added. Okay, now you have to do the commit operation, so that it will move from working directory first. By using add, it will move from working directory to the local working directory. Let me show you this one so that it will be clear. Working directory to the staging area to local repository. How will you move that? Git commit, right? Git commit git commit minus inline commit I am giving here. Git commit your wish, you can give any message here. First I am giving first. Okay, because it is a first commit, so I am giving first. Now you have to push the thing. Just check the git status once. Nothing is there here. Now just clear it off once. Now check the git status once. Nothing to be, everything is clean. Now you have to push the things. How you will push? First we have to create the link. We have already created the link, but first we have to create the link with the repository. Okay, let us take a repository here. A repository here. This is our channel repository. I created. You can create a new repository. Just click on here, new repository, and all the things. You will get the things. Just copy this one. Okay. How you will push the things? Now that is the point, right? How you will push the things? Okay, fine. We had completed these 3 steps. Now just git remote add space origin space URL. URL name should be given here. Enter. See, now the remote origin is added. Remote origin is nothing but the place where we are pushing this one. Okay, git push origin. We are pushing to origin. What we are pushing? Which branch? Master branch. master master. It will take some time and it will push your things. It will work mostly, but it is not working from my end. Just try to check it from your end. It will work, nothing to be worried. Okay, then after that we have to check the things. Now it will push into our remote repository. Next the things what we have to see is here. It is local repository to git repository is fine, right? Okay, status lifecycle. How we will see this status lifecycle and all the things? Okay, we will we will remove .git folder here. .git folder is nothing but git is initialized here. That is, remember, .git folder will shows the place where the git is initialized. Okay. Now coming to status lifecycle. Status lifecycle is nothing but we have untracked files and tracked files. In tracked files we have stacked area, unmodified and modified area. Okay, fine. Untracked files. Untracked files, every file, as we discussed before. Let me take, here we have git bash, right? Okay, fine. Git bash. Okay, let us check git status. See, git is not initialized here because I removed the .git folder here, so it loses its memory that git is not available here. So I have to first initialize git. See, from this initialize git, when you initialize git here, git init. Now when you check for the git status, see, these are untracked files. These files are untracked files. Initially the files will come into, when you initialize the git, all the files in that git repository will come as untracked files. Now you have to after that git init, what we will do, see, it is saying that git add. Okay, git space add space dot git add. Now just check the status. Okay, when you add the files, it will move to the stacked area. See, here the files are, if you want to come back, then you can use this. It will come back to the unstacked area. That means these files are now in stacked area. Okay, fine. Now you will commit, right? Git commit inline commit I am using. Git commit -m first. Okay, fine. Now let me check the git status. See, on branch master, nothing to commit. Working tree is clean. Fine. Okay. Now when I do commit operation, the files moved from stacked area to unmodified area. Here we cannot modify anything. So let me try to modify any one of the file. Edit apple ball cat. I am adding dog. Save. Now let us check the git status. See what it will show. See, I modified a file here. It is saying that now the file is moved to modified area, from unmodified to modified area. Now I have to move it from the modified area to stacked area. How I will do that? Git add space that file name, or add space dot, no problem, it will add. Now check the git status. See, now the files are in stacked area. Okay, now the files are in stacked area, right? Now we have to move from stacked area to unmodified area. How we will do that? Git commit, right? Git commit -m second commit. Okay, fine. Now let me check the status. Git status. On branch master, nothing to commit. Working tree is clean. And all the things. So these are the things what we covered in the first two sessions. Let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. I will be available or there for you to clear the things. Happy learning. Thank you so much. Bye.